All right, welcome in. Hey, let's talk sports. Check it out. It's Ohio State football. It's the off season right now. We're going to be looking at some recruiting. We got one recruiter that we're going to be looking at. That's our main topic of conversation, but we're going to get in some top headlines and some news right now for Ohio State football. So I believe this already happened. It's already been the spring game. I believe it came out like a week ago or something like that, when it's going to be scheduled for April 18th. It's presented by Union Home Mortgage. Will take place Saturday, April 18th, inside Ohio Stadium. Tickets this year will be available Friday, February 20th at 10 a.m. So go on the Ohio State website and check out the tickets and go get you some. Now, the Buckeyes have made their second consecutive college football playoff appearance. They made it last season, and it's the 5th and 7th seasons under Coach Day, by the way. And we got Julian Sayin coming back, the Heisman Trophy finalist, and then unanimous all-time American wide receiver Jeremiah Smith, and starting defensive end Kenyatta Jackson. So be looking for them and a bunch of others for the spring game scheduled for April 18th. Get your tickets February 20th at 10 a.m. So be ready for that. Just want to let you guys know on the updates. So another thing that I want to talk about, Ohio State has done some hiring. Now, we have Arthur Smith as the offensive coordinator. So Ryan Day hiring Arthur Smith, offensive coordinator, generating a lot of buzz for Ohio State so far, and it's making it easy to overlook other decisions made by the Buckeyes, but Day is making another move worthy of attention. And we got Arthur Smith. I believe he was coming from Pittsburgh. A lot of question marks there. I'm probably just bringing in I don't really know Arthur Smith at all because I don't follow Pittsburgh Steelers at all. I don't like Pittsburgh Steelers. I hate Pittsburgh Steelers. But sorry if you do, but it's cool. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, but don't hold that against me because we suck. We've been sucking since 1996, but it's okay. But Arthur Smith, I don't really know much about him. And from what I've seen on some comments and all that stuff, they're kind of questioning the hire. And I'm probably just thinking that he's just brought in to be a play caller. That's the only thing I can think of. But he's coming after Illinois special teams coordinator Robbie Disher. He was a former Illinois special teams. So Ohio State has Robbie Disher in the same role for the special teams coordinator for the Buckeyes starting this 2026 season. So we already got moves made in the offseason so far. And we got an offensive coordinator and a special teams guy. We got a bunch of recruits coming in for 2027. We're going to talk about that throughout the course of these weeks. And let's take a look at who we're going to be without. We're going to be without a couple star athletes for the spring practice going into the spring game. And these are the two guys, running backs 1 and running back 2, Bo Jackson and Isaiah West, are expected to be the RB1 and RB2 for the Buckeyes in 2026, but neither are available for the 15 spring practices. Now, head coach Ryan Day announced it on the radio that he's not going to be playing, and they're recovering from shoulder surgery. Gosh, I can't even speak. So they're both recovering from shoulder surgery. Bo Jackson, Isaiah West, RB1, RB2. Now, Jackson was pretty sweet, dude. He was a freaking boss, though. He was a true freshman, 179 carries, over 1,000 yards, and 14 touchdowns, along with 22 catches and 161 yards and 2 scores as a freshman. Now, West, he had 59 carries and 310 yards and 2 touchdowns. So both of them did pretty well in the backfield, but the absence of 2 sophomore backs created plenty of opportunity for Jacoby Jackson and sophomore Turbo Rogers and incoming freshman Favor Aki and Legend Bay. I believe this is going to be for the spring game, and I believe that they're going to be ready when the season starts after the shoulder surgery. Why do I want to keep saying shoulder? It's shoulder surgery. All right, now we're going to get into the main topic of conversation, and this is what I want to talk about. Ohio State has some recruiting, and we're looking at a 4-star. They're not a 5-star. Now, we did already have a couple 5-stars. We're going to talk about that later, which we already talked about in the previous shows. Ohio State football remains in the running for a 4-star 2027 safety. So they're still in the mix for the top safeties in the 2027 recruiting class. And here's the name: Zayden Gamble. Zayden Gamble, a 4-star recruit, included a Buckeyes in his top 10. This was just this past Tuesday. So it's just happened a couple days ago. Now, who else is he looking at? He's looking at Florida, Oregon, LSU, Georgia Tech, Miami, Auburn, Notre Dame. Now, Gamble attends St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now, he's the nation's 23 safety, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings. He's at a 216 prospect overall, and he's number 23 player coming out of Florida. Now, these are nine players are currently committed to Ohio State. So we got some 5-stars. I want to talk about them already. So the couple 5-stars that we have is the edge rusher DJ Jacobs and the 5-star receiver Jameer Brown. So they've already committed already, and this was probably an article that was written on Tuesday. So we're already up to date on this, and there's going to be more coming in because Ohio State just reloads. They get rid of them and they restack for the next year. That's what I love about it. So we got a couple 4-stars coming in at linebacker. Now, we already got a 4-star safety, Eli Johnson, coming in. So we're trying to just build and stack that corner in the secondary to bring in this other 4-star, Zayden Gamble. So I hope you guys are up to date on that, and stay up to date with my show, AJ Let's Talk Sports. And we're going to show you some highlights and all that stuff of these players and let you take a look for yourself and see how they are. All right. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Love you guys. God bless. Tip the waitress.